Okay, this is the compact phone we all needed. So after all the teasers, combination, good news and bad news, this is the Vivo X200 FE. And we already covered it from China a month back and all the rumors are true. You get a 6.31-inch compact display, a 3x telephoto periscope camera, Zeiss collaboration, 6500 mAh silicon carbon battery. And there's a reason we still didn't cover the OnePlus 13s. I feel the Vivo X200 FE is a more complete compact phone. And this is what happens when a company listens to the audience. So we have been testing this phone for weeks now, and I'll tell you if this is the compact flagship killer that we have been waiting for. How is it compared to the OnePlus 13s? Heck, we'll even throw in the iPhone. I'll tell you all the catches, and if you're someone whose fingers are itching to just type 6.31 inch is not compact, just don't. I'll haunt you in your dreams, that too clean shave. Pratik, TechWiser, we wanted to do this video different, so we are here outdoors. Let's jump into this. You didn't jump. So in India, this phone comes with the X branding. In China, it was called the S30 Pro Mini. So you can immediately see the difference in the box. In India, it's black. It represents the Vivo flagship box. Inside the box, you obviously get the Vivo X200 FE, a premium looking case that matches the phone's design, some paperwork, SIM ejector tool, a 90-watt fast charger, and USB-A to Type-C cable. The good thing is that the phone comes with a scratch guard on the top. Now, why I am telling you that this is the compact phone we all wanted? See, 3 things that this phone does is better than every other phone in this price range. First of all, the form factor of this phone. The reason you are watching this video till now, it's compact, it's got those metallic rails, the phone feels dense, like it's packed but it's tiny. None of the times I felt like I need to use my second hand, but it weighs only 188 to 190 grams. Now previously we had the amber yellow or the butterscotch color, but this is more classy in grey back. Vivo likes to call this luxe grey. There's also a frost blue color. Now I've been using the phone on a daily basis. I've dropped it, thrown it on the couch. It can handle a bit of beating. Vivo uses glass on the back, and on the front you get short sensation core protection. But now you would be like, Pratik, come on, that's there with other phones as well. What's new with this? Well, this is new. Vivo has retained IP68 plus IP69 rating from their flagship phones on this X200 FE. So you can dip it in water, leave your phone in the fridge. I mean, who forgets their phone in fridge? Like, come on. Unless you're that forgetful person, joke's on you. Shit, I left the door open. Now, the second thing that Vivo has done differently from others is the camera. The Vivo X200 FE has a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS and 50 megapixel periscope folded camera with 3x zoom and OIS and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Now, right off the bat, this has pretty much the same camera specs as Vivo X200. And the main camera takes really good photos. Like, look at the edge detection on portrait mode. And if you have only used a Samsung or an iPhone all your life, you wouldn't believe this, but Vivo has a better edge detection and portrait mode than iPhone or Samsung. In fact, just to prove this point, I took photos side by side with the iPhone 16. The X200 FE just demolishes it. I also took some photos alongside OnePlus 13s, and if you see the color, sharpness, in fact the skin tone, it's all better on Vivo. And I feel the better camera hardware on the X200 FE and that Zeiss collaboration is making a difference, because the China variant that we tried had flatter colors and overexposed photos, but all of this is solved over here. So here you get this Zeiss natural color mode, and here's before and after. Like, the colors in Zeiss mode look more natural, closer to life, but I like this vivid mode, so most of the photos are taken on that. Plus there are also Zeiss portrait modes like Sonar, Biotar. My favorite is Cine Flare and Cinematic. Now the 3x periscope camera takes really good portrait photos. Here are some samples, and the phone can go like 100x zoom. So this is 1x, 30x, 100x. There's a lot of different modes, like couple of them that I found useful. One is if you swipe up, you get this street photography mode. It gives you very quick photos. It kind of freezes the frames. Then this year, you also get bokeh options inside street mode for quick portrait. Second, there's also stage mode. So if you're rich, you have that money, and somehow you can get that Diljit concert ticket, you can take photos and videos from the back also. Just don't cry at the concert. It's cringe. And now let's address the elephant in the room. The 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. See, in good daylight conditions, the photos come out good. The colors and all look equivalent to the main camera. But as the light sets down, the photos kind of come average. And if you're in 4K recording, you cannot switch to the ultra wide angle lens. So you can only take those random photos or shoot reels or shots, which are, by the way, in 1080p on the ultra wide angle camera occasionally. Rest, it can do 4K 60 FPS on the main camera as well as 3x periscope camera, and the video quality as well as stabilization is good. Overall, I love the camera quality on this. Like, Vivo has not cut corners on the main as well as periscope camera, and the videos, zoom photos or the portrait shots are one of the best in this price range. Now, before we get to the performance and the catch of this phone, well, you get a 6500 mAh battery. Like, this has a bigger battery than the Vivo X200 Pro. I've seen brands purposely cost cut on battery to make the bigger variant look better. I love that Vivo didn't do that. The battery life easily lasts about 1.5 to 2 days. You get a 90-watt charger in the box, so you can charge 100% in about 45 minutes. There's no wireless charger, but in terms of other sensors, you get NFC, you get all the important sensors. And here on the camera island, if you see, you also get an IR blaster. So you can control your AC right from your phone. That's a neat design hack. Now we come down to the most important part, the performance. With the Vivo X200 FE, you get Dimensity 9300 Plus, which is last year's flagship processor, 12GB LPDDR5X RAM, and 250GB UFS 3.1 storage. Now, in terms of benchmark on Antutu, it scores about 19 lakh, which is not the highest. We ran a CPU throttling test, the graph is all green, and there's no unnecessary overheating. Now, does the UFS 3.1 storage bother in real life? Well, not that much. Well, if you look at read and write scores with a UFS 4.0 storage, it's pretty much close. And there's no slowness in real life while downloading apps from the Play Store. There's a slight delay when you click the photo and the phone processes and displays the exact picture, but I don't know if you will ever notice that. In terms of BGMI, you get 90 FPS at smooth graphics. The gameplay is smooth, but I believe you wouldn't buy a compact phone for hardcore gaming. This phone is more for general usage or casual gaming, and it can do that pretty well. Now, the rest of the things are quite flagship level. You get a 120Hz OLED panel. It's an LTPO display, so it can go from 120Hz down all the way to 1Hz to save that battery. Although this thing is a freaking power bank, you would mostly be charging your friend's iPhone with this, not saving battery. Next, you get HDR10 on Netflix. The display is bright enough outdoors so it can handle that harsh sunlight. Although the Delhi weather is quite moody these days, so we are not seeing enough sunlight. Now, in terms of software, it comes with FunTouch OS 15 based on Android 15, and you get tons of AI features here. You get an AI eraser, AI photo expand, which works phenomenally, AI reflection erase, AI 4 seasons portrait, which lets you change the background in your photos, so you could be the charm on Instagram. Plus, there's Google Gemini, which supports more apps now, so you can trigger it on YouTube and ask questions about the video like, why is England not playing baseball now? Like, what's wrong, Ben Stokes? Overall, see, FunTouch OS is good. It's not the best. There are no bloatwares, and it's good to see hot apps and hot games is disabled by default. So if you're using it for the first time and not comparing it with something, you will not complain. Now, a major change is coming to FunTouch OS 16, so we'll wait for that. All in all, before we get to the conclusion, should you buy the Vivo X200 FE and all of that, I'll tell you a personal incident which will give you an idea or the perception about Vivo. See, we don't frequently go to events. We like to sit here, go outside or in the studio and make video for you guys. But the first time that I went to an event was in 2020, and at that time, every creator used to use an iPhone. Then slowly things changed and people moved on to Samsung, like we use Samsung. But to the recent event that I went, or the entire events I've went this year, I see a lot of creators, or the majority of the creators use a Vivo phone. But now you would be like, hey Pratik, you guys get review units. Exactly, we get review units. We have access to all of the phones and still we choose to use a Vivo phone. And that perception of Vivo and best camera phone is going really well. And at least in the enthusiast circle, people are no more using an iPhone. So about the Vivo X200 FE, see, if you love compact phones and you don't want to compromise on camera or the battery, the X200 FE is a very solid option. It goes on sale on 23rd July, and if Vivo could price this under 60,000 rupees, I think it is a very solid buy. I would recommend you to go out and try this phone. I'm pretty sure you would like it. On that note, this is Pratik signing off, and like the video if you have watched so far. It motivates us to make such videos frequently. And Pratik, TechWiser, pew pew pew.